What's the car gonna do? Is it gonna avoid them? It is, slightly. It is, look at that! I'm letting it do this. It's completely gone over the line, and it's noticed that there's cones. Welcome back everybody to Tesla Driver. I hope you're doing very well. Today we're doing a bit of a nighttime run here in Newcastle. I actually drove through and did this video yesterday, but it was a complete disaster because of the amount of cars on the road. So Newcastle is definitely not doable in the daytime on autopilot. So I thought it'd be worth taking it out at night and seeing what happens if we try and drive around Newcastle at night. So I have got the sat nav on, but it's currently taking me in a direction I don't want to go. So I'm going to ignore it for now. And we're going to try and do a loop around and do as many of the roads as possible. So this is going through the center here. I've been staying here at the Vermont Hotel. So I'm right in the center, and we're going to have to stop it here at these lights because there's nobody in front of us. But we have got people behind us, so I'm a little bit, I might let these guys actually go in front of me so that I can just use them to regulate my speed. But yeah, it was really interesting because the roads here are crazy, like absolutely crazy. I was going around them, and especially the motorway part, like it's 4 lots of motorway merging onto another load of motorway with then an exit of a motorway that goes to nowhere. Like seriously, it's nuts. Apparently, I heard it was designed by someone from Europe who drives on the other side of the road, and it was actually designed thinking we were going to adopt the left-hand drive system. Apparently, at least that's what I heard. So it's a bit of a nightmare. And I've spoken to a couple of taxi drivers about it here, and they have told me how big of a problem it actually is. So again, we're coming at some more red lights. The car won't stop itself, so we've got to bring it down to a stop. The idea is to go out to about Nuns Moor on the A167, and then from there kind of go back into Newcastle and through it on our way over to Sunderland. So that's the rough idea of where I want to go. Now, I'm not sure what the speed limit is through town, but obviously I've got it set to super slow just because I want to see what the Tesla's going to do. Like here, I'm not sure what lane it's going to pick. Oh, it has picked this lane. Okay, it's picked to go straight on, which is good. And all we've got out at the moment really are taxi drivers, so it's not too bad, and I think most of them are going to be taking the taxi lanes anyway. We're going to have to come to another stop here at these red lights. I think there's going to be quite a lot of these stopping at red lights around the city. Okay, so here we go. Can we get autopilot on before the lines disappear? Yes. So we've got autopilot on now. I'm going to up it to 25 down this road. And we're just going to see how the car does. The lines are quite good. It's quite nice and easy to follow. And again, we're coming to another set of red lights, which it's not going to change for. Oh, it has done. Let's put that back on. A little bit confused over there about where to go, but it kept straight in the end. And another set of lights. Wow. I've noticed across each light, all the lines disappear and it just goes into the yellow no stopping box. And a lot of the roads like this, just the lines do kind of disappear halfway through, which makes it really hard to know what lane you're meant to be in, especially when both lanes apparently are going left. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shambles, especially when the car can't obviously pick up the lines, because that is what we're needing, so the car can do autopilot. But right in front of us there, that is the Newcastle football ground, which I don't think we say the name of anymore, but it was St. James's Park. Okay, so we're going to be heading straight up here. I don't know if this is the right lane to be in, but as you can see, autopilot not wanting to work. Not interested just yet. It should pick it up about now. There we go. And we'll bring that to 25 again. We've got another set of lights. I'm going to see if the old flasheroo trick works. Nope. Gonna have to brake again there as well. Now, I have also heard that in Newcastle, they're pretty hot on things like bus lanes and trying to catch you out. Let's see if it's going to take this corner. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay, it went all the way over and it switched lanes for us. Don't worry, that's why I'm doing this at 4 AM, because there's nobody on the roads. It switched lane for us then, but it actually did navigate itself correctly. I'm going to bring it up to 30 and see how it does. But again, like here, the lines totally disappear after this. Like, I have no idea. So the car, yeah, the car's able to track here and pick this up okay. There's no lane, like if I wanted to lane change though, yeah, you can see the car doesn't want to lane change. Even if I hold it down, yeah, it's not wanting to lane change. but it's doing this bit of the city fine. And this actually was okay at night in the day, this area. It was more the bit in town that was trouble, because as you saw, the car kind of jumped from lane to lane. So what's it gonna do here? Again, it needs to go left a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Nice, it works its way around there. I'm gonna keep on going straight here. So what I'm gonna quickly do is change the sat nav and set the sat nav to Sunderland, but obviously we're gonna have to have another stop. Oh no, we can keep on going. Where am I going? I'm gonna just put Durham. And this is gonna be very interesting. There's no one around me, so I'm gonna go super slow speed, and I'm gonna let the car try and do this. You can see that our line and that line gets eaten up by the cones. What's the car gonna do? Is it gonna avoid them? It is, slightly. It is, look at that. I'm letting it do this. It's completely gone over the line, and it's noticed that there's cones. All right, I'm still letting it do it on its own. And there you go. So you would have seen there until that last second where it started to accelerate again. And it actually started to accelerate into the divider, pretty much, which was strange. But otherwise, the first bit was interesting. It actually went over the line to avoid the cones. So it can definitely see the cones. This is ridiculous. There's nobody around, but the lights aren't smart enough. Oh, there we go. I was contemplating running it then. All right, autopilot back on, and we're now going onto the little motorway park that I mentioned. Part. And this is kind of going around the outskirts, and then we're going to be using this to go straight through Newcastle again. But trust me, this road is interesting, and I'm not sure how the car's going to handle it. I hope no one's on the road so that we can see exactly what the car would do. So I'm going to pull the speed down here as we get to our lane, because again, it's not going to stop. I'm going to give it a couple of flashes. I never know if the flashing trick works. It seems to work on like the portable sun traffic things, but I don't think it works on these. I'd have been intrigued to know what the car would have done there as well. That would have been quite interesting to see. All right, here we go. So onto the motorway. We've got navigate on autopilot on and working, and I'm gonna let the car do everything itself here and try and be super lenient with it. So loads of people have said that you do need to do the lane change when you come onto here. I'm not sure why it's braking. So I've done the lane change as it suggested, which is kind of strange because I'm coming off in a minute. And now it's now it's asking me to do another lane change. Oh no, it's not. Okay, it's not asking me, it's just saying to stay in this lane. And just follow this down here. Oh, maybe this is, oh wait, this is correct, okay. So we've lost the left line. And now it's starting to merge over there. So that's the first weird bit, just one of these lines goes into kind of nothing there. And now this flows over into the city. It's asked me to do a lane change again here to the right-hand lane, which is interesting, and we are coming into a 50, so I'm going to bring this down to 50. Apply slight turn it, okay, and let's see how it does. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the super confusing bit with loads of entries and exits, but it's doing it okay. So you can see, like, look at this. This is nuts. Everyone having to cross like this at rush hour was just a no-go. It was a nightmare. And you can see, like, there, you see that overhead bit? That bit of the motorway just goes to nothing. It's completely unfinished, which is really strange. And then one part of the motorway in a minute goes just to student accommodation, and nobody uses that road because that one there, that there, it just goes to student accommodation. So it's gone quite quick around these corners here, to be fair. But it is doing it actually pretty well. I'm going to get over into this left lane. I can continue heading down here, but it's doing actually pretty well. A lot more successful than I was thinking around those tighter corners. Now this is going to be a real test. What about the merging? No, it's fine. Oh, it says confirm lane change. But I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why it wants me to get into this right-hand lane. So it is saying it's a 40 from here. Is the car going to pick up that it's a 40? No, the car's not picked up that it's a 40, so I'm going to have to slow it down. myself, and now we're going across a bridge. These roads are actually quite tight as well, for considering it's a city. I'm actually going to follow the lane change advice. Okay, it didn't want to. I'm going to try that again, to follow the lane change advice and go over. No. It is refusing. I think because Navigate on Autopilot is ending. Okay, it actually refused to change lanes, which was very strange. So we're back now into the kind of center of Newcastle. We're going across here to Gateshead. I'm just going to follow this lane. I have no idea where this is going. And I'm going to have to take it off Autopilot here. And I think this lane goes left here, actually, and not straight on. But that's not a problem. I don't mind going left and following that lane around for a little bit. Bloody hell, mate. You want to cut into my lane at all? Okay, yeah, I'm just going to go left here. And we're going to do a little bit of extra driving. Oh, crap. Oh, what? What the heck? What? I've completely confused myself. That was just a circle. I thought I was going like left and carrying on down there. Okay, well, this isn't the right direction, but we apparently can go this way, so we'll keep it at this. But that's what I'm talking about. The roads kind of do stuff that no one expects. I have no idea that to turn right there, you had to do a whole left turn just to get to it, which is really, really strange. But I guess if you live here, you understand it. But as a newbie, it's very hard to understand. And again, here, like on this next bit, look, there's no lines and the road is so tight. Like, I don't know if this is one road or like 2 lanes or 1 lane or what. So we're gonna try and see if it's gonna pick up. There we go, we've picked up Autopilot again. And here I'm intrigued what lane it's gonna go in. It's going, okay, we're going straight over. The bus there, just watching the car have a little bit of a swerve around. And it's a little bit confused here, as I am, as to how many lanes there are and whatnot. So here we go, we go into 2 lanes now. And it's taken this actually pretty well. And now we're onto another kind of dual carriageway, which is good. But again, I don't think I'm gonna be able to change lanes on this dual carriageway. Even though it knows, you see there? It knows that it's 2 lanes and it says you need to be in the left lane. The car won't do it itself. So I have to pull it off, move over, and then turn on Autopilot myself, which is a little bit annoying still. But this is coming out now of Newcastle. And we're gonna be doing, I think, a little bit of a nicer road kind of around here. So we've got a big roundabout. If there's no one coming, I'll just let the car do its thing on the roundabout. I'm gonna bring it down to 18. There's no one behind us, but there's a huge lorry. Oh, he wasn't indicating. Damn, I could have actually done it, but he wasn't indicating, so I wasn't to know. And let's turn that back on. Oh my God, I don't know which lane to go where. They've done a great job at making this place super confusing. And now we're back onto some sort of motorway, apparently. And then I guess this is, yeah, this is going out now of Newcastle. Back onto the motorways. So actually around Newcastle, these kind of roads are really good. It's just the motorway through the center is a little bit nuts, and the actual center itself seems pretty much impossible. I'm wondering if it's gonna, oh, it braked very, braked sounds wrong in my opinion. It broke very hard there, just for a split second, as I think it was trying to figure out what lane it was to follow. But what you'll notice is that even on this road, Navigate on Autopilot actually hasn't turned on. And this is just standard Autopilot, which is interesting. I'm not sure why it's chosen to not do Navigate on Autopilot, but clearly it's preferring to do this. And then as we get on here, we'll do a little bit of a drive down this motorway and see, hopefully there's no one behind us, and hopefully there's no one here at the roundabout, and we can see what the car's gonna do completely at a roundabout here. So I need to be in the middle lane. Is that what it's gonna pick? Yeah, that's what it's picked for the A1 South. I'm just gonna slow this down now because it does say max speed 30 there on the left for this corner. And now we've got Navigate on Autopilot turn on. Okay, cool. So actually I'm gonna speed it up to 50 and let the car decide. So it's taken that turn well. High curvature, interesting. Now it wants me to confirm the lane change. So confirming the lane change has pulled me off the lane. And now we're on to the motorway, I think. Or maybe it's not a motorway, I don't know, maybe it is a 50. But that actually worked really quite well, and it was able to get us onto navigating autopilot and then across there with no problems. It is telling us here though to change lanes into the middle lane, and I'm not sure why. I don't know why it wants you to be in the middle lane all the time. You can cancel the lane change by tapping the screen and then it goes off both screens, but you can see there, it just pops straight back up and it's basically now shouting at you to be in the middle lane like that van is. So let's see what it asks us to do if we actually get into that lane. So we've done what it wants, and is it satisfied? Yeah, actually, it seems quite happy. Oh no, it now wants us to get into the third lane. It wants us to get into the third lane. I'm definitely not doing that. Please don't ask me again though. Okay, it hasn't asked me again, but you see what I mean? I'm assuming because it's American, but that is no excuse. It's asking again to change lanes into that lane, and I just don't want to do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, everybody. Please do check out our sponsor, Dreamcase. Their link is down below in the description. And if you've got a car of any sorts and you're going on any trips, make sure to get yourself a Dreamcase so you're nice and comfy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell, hit the like button, all that goodness. And until next time, don't forget, drive safe.